Michael, should belts always be worn when wearing a kilt? And a follow-up question from a different Michael, for formal wear, what should I wear a buckled belt if I'm wearing a waistcoat? So should he wear a belt with a waistcoat?
The
classic questions.
Yeah, very good questions.
Yeah.
The typically, no, a belt is not always worn when you're wearing a kilt. I'm wearing a belt today because I have on a day sporran and just an Oxford shirt. Anytime where the clothing you're wearing up top is going to cover the belt, then no, you don't have to wear a belt because it's going to be covered up. The example of that as well is also the vest that the other Michael was talking about. If you're wearing a vest, it's going to cover the majority of the buckle. Realistically, you're just going to see a little tiny V of the bottom of the buckle. Mm-hmm. So at that point, there's not that much point to wearing a belt, so you can leave it off. Yeah. The other thing is if you're wearing a dress sporran, the top of the dress sporran sits higher on the body than a typical day sporran. So when you're seated, like I am right now, you see how my belt buckle and my sporran are actually almost touching. If I was wearing a dress sporran, it would actually be clicking and knocking against my buckle as I sit down with it.
Yeah. Now it's I technically wouldn't have to be wearing a belt today because I'm wearing this sweater, but it's just a light sweater because the temperature is variable today, so I want to take it off at some point. So I did put a belt on today, so I have the option. But for formal wear, you're actually usually better off leaving the belt at home. Save it for the more casual looks, the day looks, that kind of thing. Anytime the layer might come off, I guess. But if you're in a wedding or for a formal affair, you're probably not going to be taking your waistcoat off at any time. You know what I mean?
Depends how good the wedding is.
Okay. So after parties, and that's all we're going to say.